Welcome guys to week 3 of the Ultrahuman review. I headed out to this journey, this month of investigation with 4 research questions in mind. This was regarding my productivity, my performance in workout, and sorting out 2 of major kind of issues that I was having with nutrition throughout the day. And I am so impressed with how much I've learned in such a short time. I actually feel the difference on day-to-day basis, and I'm actually impressed with how much better I'm feeling throughout the day. Before we dive into this week's finding, I'm going to recap my disclaimers. Number 1, this is not a sponsored post. Ultrahuman generously donated 2 sensors or a month's supply of sensors to me, as well as access to the premium application so I can use all the features, but they're not paying me for this review, so you can trust that these are my honest reflection and opinions on using their products. If you, however, want to support me in making review videos like this, then feel free to use my affiliate link, which is in the show notes below. And that way with your purchase, I get a small commission of your purchase. Number 2 is that this review is of a product that monitors my internal state. And my body and your body, they don't respond the same, even if it's to the same things. So please, please, please don't take whatever I'm finding and just apply it to you. I want you to be able to use this video to kind of inspire you in how you can use this product to improve your life, to kind of biohack yourself, but you cannot take my findings and just apply them to you. The 3rd disclaimer is that if you're having a troublesome relationship with food, this product is not going to help you. Please, if you have any type of troublesome relationship with food, an eating disorder, or any struggles regarding food, then make sure to seek a licensed healthcare professional and do not use a tool like this to kind of help work out of it. This might actually just make it worse. With that in mind, let's dive into this week's finding. It's going to be short and sweet this week. I have been much more stable and more of the time in the lower range of my glucose levels. I have this week noticed that I've gotten much better at tuning in with my body and knowing the physical cues to when I have either a too low or too high or too low blood sugar. And I have also, with the 3 weeks of this under my belt, been able to respond more appropriately to those high swings and either add more carbs, go for a walk, or do other things to kind of get my blood sugar back in range. Over the past 3 weeks, I've made some big changes in my nutrition. And this is big because I've been very in tune with my nutrition probably for the last 15 years and continuously making tweaks to it. But in the last 3 weeks, I've kind of made some dramatic changes. I have, amongst other things, started preloading my calories more in the morning. So I'm having even bigger breakfasts than I used to and bigger lunches, and then having lighter nutrition throughout the afternoon. And this kind of has given me more stability, but I think it's an encouragement your way to continuously tweak your nutrition. So even if you're like me, I've been working on it for 15 years, there is still stuff that you can get better at and you can tweak. What I also found this week, and this is like more on the negative side, is that after 14 days, you have to change the sensor. So this happened on Monday. And once I changed the sensor, kind of frustrating, but the next 24-hour readings are kind of like super weird and completely random. So apparently it takes the sensor 24 hours to calibrate, but taking 24 hours every 14 days to calibrate is kind of like a little bit of a downer from me. So I was kind of upset because I applied the new sensor, did some changes in my diet, and was excited to review the changes, but Monday's reading are all over the shop and can't really be used for anything. So those are my 3 findings for this week. I despite this sensor thingy, I hope they figure out a way where they can calibrate it a little bit quicker, so it doesn't take 1 day out of every 14 days to calibrate. But I do want to give a shout out to the support crew at the Ultrahuman application. I had some issues with the application where I couldn't log meals past the current 24-hour window. So I shot them a message, said, hey, I can't log anything for earlier days. Can you help me? And they just added that feature. No problem. It was all sorted by the end of the day. So even though I'm having a little bit of a negative one on the sensor, I want to give a shout out to the support crew that absolutely helped me out. As I'm heading into the last week, my 4th week of wearing the Ultrahuman sensor, I'm excited to see if there's any more learnings in there for me. Now, if there's something that you want me to check out, make sure to write it in the comments below, and I'll try to include those testing just for you, my friends. Until next time, see you next week.